Hello everyone, today we're making poached pears. First we're going to build the sauce / reduction. So I have this recipe that calls for 2 pears. I have 8 pears. I'm going to multiply the recipe by 5. Just get the right ratio and have a little extra syrup left over. So first I'm going to add about 15 tablespoons light brown sugar, a little more than 3/4 cups of this. And then we want 10 tablespoons of butter. 5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So about 1.5 lemons. We'll do the same with some bourbon. Some ginger, peeled and grated. I'm gonna want about 2.5 teaspoons. Sorry, 5 teaspoons. We'll rinse it real quick. So this is about 2.5 teaspoons of ginger. Just gonna run it grated through the microcline. Five vanilla bean pods. Score each of these. And we're going to save the pods to add in later. Put this on the stove, medium heat, until everything melts and combines together. Once it's all combined, and kill the heat, I'm going to add back in our vanilla bean pods. And the recipe calls for star anise, but I didn't have any on hand and I couldn't find any in the store. So we're going to go with about 1.5 teaspoons of Chinese 5-spice in a tea bag. You don't want it to spill. And just half a cinnamon stick for flavor. We'll let that steep for however long until our pears are ready. Let's take our liquids. And we're just going to toss the star anise, 5-spice from the bag here. Kind of strain the rest through a fine mesh sieve. Alright, let's now peel and core our pears and drain the water. So we're going to want to peel the pears but keep the stems intact, just so everything is nice and presentable. And we'll cut and peel them later. Two different types of pears today, so we'll have to see which one's tastier. No! Oh man. So, yep. And we're gonna set these in our water bath at set at 185 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 60 minutes. This bag, and we're actually going to reduce down this liquid into a syrup. So I'll bring that over in a bit. Where's my scissors? Okay. I'll call to open the bag this and leave enough room to reseal the pears afterwards. Because I'm not serving these until later and I want to keep them warm in the water bath. So I'm actually going to take out one of the smaller pears. I'll take the one without the stem. I'll let that rest there. And we'll try the bigger pear later. This one's cut actually. For the video, we'll go with the one that I cored out a little better. Color's nice. And I'm going to add juices to this bag. And I'm gonna let that reduce until it is nice and thick. I'm gonna actually add a little bit more brown sugar to that sauce, just so we have a nice and rich, kind of caramelly sauce to go with our poached pear and ice cream. So I'll bring it over here. So I'll set that aside to plate, and I'll bring you back over here. Set this aside for now. We're gonna need that later. So to plate, I'm gonna keep it simple. We have our honey rosemary ice cream that we made yesterday. Gave my friends a little scoop just to try it out. They liked it, which is very good. So first, let's get this pear in there, flip it around so that it's showing the nice little inside. nice and gooey. Some on top of the pear and around it.